The time is now, now or never, I can't look back. It's mine forever, the record is stacked. It's like the Letterman team on my back. The time is now, now or never, I'm making it count. Counting the times they counted me out. Straight out the mud, I'm making it out. I gotta get it, the time is now. Sheesh.
Hey, no, I'm at Marco's and Ezel.
Are you really?
Oh yeah, we're having a foundation meeting as we speak.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
snap.
Okay.
Tell everybody we said hello.
I will.
Thanks for jumping out just a little bit.
Yeah, this is great, man.
So you're at your old
Thanks for
stomping
joining the
grounds. Are you
show.
like right by your old classroom?
I'm literally in the locker room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like his classroom, because he was teaching things, making sure that
I mean,
everybody understood
maybe he
what
got a
page they
favorite
had to be
math
on.
class that was right down the hallway. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
no,
adding 2 sacks plus 3 sacks in
Yeah.
every game. And
Couple of
forcing-
wrestling state titles. Chili, where are you again?
Yes. I'm in Hong Kong. I'm in Hong Kong. I'm out
That's
here in Hong
crazy.
Kong. I just saw the big Buddha yesterday. I'm gonna stop by Disneyland Hong Kong today,
Mhm.
and then I'm back to Taipei. And I heard that we got something amazing going on Saturday. So Cam
right.
sent the jet for me to make sure that I'm there at Marcos. So we'll
Yeah.
get to that in a little bit, but I just wanted to put that out there.
What time is it there?
It is exactly 11 o'clock.
Oh,
11:03
that's
to be
That's
exact.
Oh,
cool.
snap. It's
So,
8 o'clock here.
hey.
All right, well, welcome into another edition of Dropping Dimes. Cam Cox, Chili. Look at this. Roy Lopez, the Valley
Hey,
boy, back
love
in the
it.
house. Roy, listen, it's the first time I've seen you, man, since you've been signed. Congratulations, man. It was really cool. We had a camera there at your press conference. I know Lena was there. I was watching on the TV here, man. It was so cool to hear your reaction, how genuine it was. I know Dad was back in the back crying, or at least I talked to him afterwards. What does it mean, man, to be back in the Valley? And I'm sure the love has been great.
Yeah, it means everything. It's huge, man. There's no beating around the bush as far as what it means to me to be here to play for the Cardinals in front of everybody and um, everybody's juice, man. The moment we made the decision, you call everybody and everybody just screaming through the phone and because we didn't know it was a possibility, man, to come
Sure.
back home and it's just kind of one of those things where maybe, but with the new head coach, you don't know, man. You don't know. So it's God's great, man.
What was the family's reaction? Like
Yeah,
are those moments you never forget?
yeah. It was beautiful, man. They literally screaming through the phone, so happy, and I got a little boy on the way, right? So
Ah,
yeah. So it's
Congrats.
thank you. Yeah, she's 7 months right now, so she's almost ready, and
Okay.
so it's people say it takes a village, man. So that's God's doing, that's God's work. It's God's timing, man. It's perfect for him to be here and grow up around this village. So it's amazing.
Hey, Roy, you've always been about that. You've always talked about this village of Arizona high school football, the media, and you've always proclaimed that they've kind of looked out for you on your ascent and things like that. Can you expand on that a little bit? Because, man, me for one, and I know Cam remembers watching you go to work, especially at Mesquite, and all the things that you did and accomplished. Can you just expand on it a little bit?
Chili was
Yeah,
like
I
watching
think.
a Hulk. Like
Yeah.
watching a real live Hulk just throw people around. Obviously, you see someone go flying, on the tape on Friday. That's Roy
Right.
throwing a lineman out of the way or something.
No, I think the biggest thing I can reflect on was that for a guy like me, I wasn't a big recruited guy, coming out of high school, and as far as the ratings and 2 stars and 3 stars and 4 stars, right, and 5 stars, all these guys coming out of Arizona and ESPN ratings and all these things, right, and so those are the only guys you really hear about, right? The ones that make the ESPN articles, the ones that make the Nike, Spark 150s or the All Americans. Those are the ones you hear about, and deservingly so. They're great ball players, right?
For
But
sure.
I think that's something that when you really digest the Arizona football scene, and that's where you guys come into play. That's where the Arizona coaches come into play, and they watch tape and they watch people play the game and see the love for the game, see the guy popping off tape, see him right just playing it the right way, whatever it is, and that was something that I know growing up. I was always so grateful for all of you guys and all of all the Arizona high school reporters really, and just showing so much love to me, but also other guys like me, right? Whether they were recruited lower or not tall enough or too heavy or whatever it is, whatever their reason was not making Power Fives. And it was and to see guys that that are committed to smaller schools or staying home and going to NAU and instead of ASU or U of A, and you see them still get the press that they deserve, right? Because at the end of the day, and I originally go to the NFL, right? It's an honor to go on and play at the next level, no matter where it's at. And so for me, it was one of those things where I'm going to New Mexico State out of high school, and for people to care and to show that that this kid's nice, this kid can play, like this kid's got it, right? And so to fast forward 10 years later,
He
and
still got it.
right,
Tell
and
him,
here
Roy, he
right,
still got it.
Facts.
and here I am. There's a part in it that you as well get to say, I told you so. You were right. Right. Like there's the part that you guys get to be like, yeah, I know,
100.
I know, right? I was right. I know, right? Like that's what I love. That's something I love that my family gets to do, and to do it like humbly, right? And
Sure.
with gratitude to be like, I know. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we worked for it, right? We worked for it. It wasn't easy, right? So it's the same thing for y'all. Y'all saw the whole thing. Y'all saw my
Yeah.
dad's process coaching, me playing
I
young, all
love
that
him.
stuff, right? Like
I love
so
your dad.
yeah. So you guys
One
get
of
to
my
say
favorite.
that, man. I know.
And he's still coaching, still walking up and down those sidelines over there at Hamilton.
Going
Roy,
hard.
Roy, listen, we can't appreciate you joining us. I know you joked that you had a foundation meeting last week. I talked to your dad earlier. You have one tonight. You guys are planning this big camp on Saturday. Just how special is it? Where are we at on the planning stages? And now you get to do it here. You're a Cardinal. It all fell into place, man.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. We're literally in the middle of one, in the middle of a foundation meeting, and it's beautiful, man. Literally, we've done it. This is our fifth one, right? So everybody feels like we kind of but we are growing so much. We're adding so much. There's so much to finishing touches, finishing that last little details on what we want to make different. And if we're able to fulfill those things, and just getting confirmation from all the volunteers that are helping, all the people that are willing to show up so early or the night before, whatever it is to give back. And it's the day is amazing. The day is beautiful. It's last year was our best one yet, and it's ran so amazing. Everybody understands that, this is for the kids. Like this is all it's for. And yes, it's my name across the shirt. Yes, I'm the one speaking, but man, the point is to show you that it's possible, man. It's I'm telling you, it's just work.
Yeah.
It's just showing up. Like so.
Hey, I remember the first one that you did, I believe at Desert Ridge. It was free for the kids and stuff like that. Still free for the kids, still free for the community, like still giving back like that to that extent, to that level, Roy.
Oh yeah, it's the camp is free. It'll always be free. For as long as we do the camp, it'll be free. And because it's the purpose is to spread, man, to spread our wings and to spread, our vines and our village and our branches, and to let people know, like, we're right here, man. We're right here with you. We're not above nobody. Like we're here to help you.
Amazing.
We're here to show you that whatever it is, whether it's football, whether it's wrestling, whether it's computers, whether it's landscaping, whether it's construction, whatever it is, there's somebody in our village that is here, that is willing to
That's
help you,
amazing.
right?
Yeah.
Like, and not everybody is fortunate enough and blessed enough to have such a big village, right? They have their little village and they lean on one another, but being able to just being able to spread and reach out to so many, it was something that once I grew up and realized when I was in my position that it is unique, that it because it's surrounded by so much pure love and so much of great people that truly wanted the best for me or my father or my mom or the people around me. And so, when you surround yourself with that community, it's addicting, right? It just sticks to your soul. Like, and so it's one of those things where I just want to express and to use it through the game of football at camp just makes it easy, man.
See, Roy, that's so cool, man. Because listen, it's nothing against other people, and I'm sure there's reasons for charging for camps and people's time, and gas is $8 million a gallon right now. So
Yeah.
I get it, but it's just so refreshing to hear your reasonings for keeping it free and giving back to kids and giving them something to do on a Saturday morning and be around people where they could truly ask like any question possible. And I remember last year you went around, you talked to everybody. You talked to us, you talked to everybody. You made sure every kid got some time with you at the end too as well. They all got pictures with you in the gym. And I mean, your dad walking around, your family walking around, your mom walking around, other coaches that your dad has known that you have known for a long time were there. It's just so neat, man. It's such a phenomenal community day. And I hope more professional athletes kind of take the same road you do because especially in today's day and age, man, doing stuff like that, I truly believe can make a difference.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Roy, before we let you go, I got to mention something. I always think it's so cool. Obviously, your dad does the most that he can do to keep up with your career that's going on and stuff in the pros, traveling out to games, even though he's coaching on Fridays and things like that, or whatever the case. But I also know that you do the same thing and give that love right back. You are on the sidelines as often as you can be. I've seen you out there. You've been and recently, like, how much are you keeping in touch with what he's got going on, how well Hamilton is doing, and things like that?
Have you seen? I think it's Roy. Have you seen?
Roy Oliver? Oh,
Roy Oliver,
Oliver.
Oh
yeah.
my, that kid can play, man. That kid can play. Yeah, I know. Trust. I'm all in the Arizona high school football. Like everybody about it, and whether they're at Hamilton, whether no matter what school, or in the East Valley, West Valley, right in Phoenix. I'm in it, man, and I'll
So,
always be in it. I love it. I love it, bro. It's
so
amazing.
you be trolling all our Twitters on a Friday night just to keep up and make sure that you know who's hot.
Oh yeah. I'm getting scores. I'm getting
I
scores.
love that.
Yeah, I'm getting. But look, when I was in Detroit, it's a couple hours ahead, right?
No,
So
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah, yeah.
sometimes it's first thing in the morning, right? I'll
yeah.
check it first thing in the
And
morning.
listen,
But
in Detroit, Chili,
uh,
my man was just trying to survive. It was
yeah,
negative
yeah,
2 degrees. There's
yeah,
3 feet of snow. Roy, that had to have been different, man.
yeah.
Right?
No, it's the snow is real. If nobody's ever experienced it, it's real. It's yeah,
Heavy with that North Face, huh?
it's literally. My lady literally bought me a North Face. I wore it every
Every day.
day,
All you need
every
one jacket.
day,
It needs to be a big one,
every
but
day.
you need
Hey,
one good jacket. Roy, for
Yeah,
years when the Cardinals would go to Seattle, that's where I'd buy my jacket. I'd be like, man, they got real
yeah,
jackets in
yeah,
Seattle. So every
yeah.
time the Cardinals would go out to Seattle, I'd go to the same North Faces on the way to the stadium. So I'd stop by every Sunday, buy me a
Yeah,
jacket, and bring it back with me.
yeah.
Never do.
hey, Roy. Another thing I got to ask, tying it back to high school football and stuff. You're part of that era where everybody was talking about Arizona high school football so slept on, and then you help be part of the foundation that has put Arizona high school football on that map. The Chase Lucases, the N'Keal Harrys, the Ricky Pearsalls. There's so many Arizona names, the Spencer Rattlers, all those guys. Like, you were either with or got to watch coming up. Like, what's it like on the field, being able to see these guys across from you post game, stuff like that, and realize, like, man, we all did this. This fraternity all did this.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. It's so cool. I got to, everybody that I've played against from Arizona, I pretty much jersey swapped with them for that reason.
Yeah.
Because it is so unique and to be from here and I feel everybody from Arizona is so proud to be, from Arizona high school football and we wear it proudly. And it like you said, it was a foundation we set and now there is a good amount of us in the NFL,
A
right? We
lot,
we we're making a
lot.
name, and it's so cool, man. And to be able to, I was in the same division with Byron last year, and I played against N'Keal when I was in Houston,
Yep.
and I'm jumping in the same division with Ricky Pearsall and Christian Kirk, right? Now
And
they're both,
yep,
yeah,
they're both for the
and
Niners.
right. And so to see those guys grow, because like I said, I am a fan of Arizona high school football. So to see them grow, I know who they are, right? So I don't know if they know who I am, but I know who they are, and I've seen them grow since they were 14, 15, 16 years old, right? Like, and so that's really cool. I played against Christian Kirk. I think he had like 6 touchdowns or something
In
crazy on us.
in every game, Roy.
Right. And
Oh
so
man.
yeah,
Somebody
so
the other
it's
I shared his state
yeah,
championship game the other day. Somebody had
yeah,
a clip of him and Brock talking, and
yeah,
they were talking about a different game, and that was the first game that came up. Man, a kick return, caught a touchdown, ran for a
yeah,
touchdown, threw for a touchdown, threw a linebacker out of the way to get a touchdown. It's
yeah. Man, he
crazy,
was
man.
different, bro. He's
Yeah,
still different.
he's
He's
yeah,
still yeah. So
yeah.
it's really cool. It's really cool.
Well,
Hey,
go ahead, Chili.
play a little bit of fantasy football real quick. Roy, I want to know this. Cam is notorious for doing this on the show. I'm surprised he hasn't done this yet. If this team stays together at Marco's senior year, what does that look like on the field? Senior
Hold on, put that
year.
picture back up, Chili. Put
What
that so
does this
everybody can see it.
what does this look like senior
Oh
year at
man.
Marcos? What does this look like? I gotta know. I want to hear it from your mouth. I've heard it from the other two. Never put this live anywhere though. Senior year. What does that look like at Marcos? Be
Yeah.
honest.
Be honest. In us three, okay, us three, not, and you can even add all the other people that also transferred.
Yeah.
Right, that year before and the year after, there was a lot of people that transferred
Yeah.
those 2 years. Right, we're not losing the game.
It's
It's not even close.
not even
And
close.
we're going down as one of the best ever, easily. But that's no disrespect. There's no disrespect.
For
It's
sure.
just-
No.
It's because that team, even with all those transfers, they still went to state. They still went to state. They lost a great game to Byron and a great Saguaro team.
Yep.
Right? They still went to state. They were still amazing. They still were stacked with all skills, linemen. They were still stacked. Right. And so to add even more firepower to that team, all due respect, it wasn't even gonna be close, man.
See,
It
Roy,
wasn't even gonna be close.
you have made Chili's money. He loves to play the what if game. What if this man? He's gonna think about this all night. He might go to bed right now in Hong Kong.
But like, see, that's another thing, right?
He might think about that all night.
But that's another thing is one of those things where I love playing that game too, but it's God's work put me at Mesquite and put me at a wrestling school at the time, and I got to win 2 state titles. It's changed my life. It's changed the way I play the game of football. I grew up so much when I transferred to Mesquite, and my game went up night and day.
100%.
And it was one of those things where it was one of the best things to this day. My family, we all talk about it, that it was for me. I grew up, my body changed, I got better, and here I am in the NFL playing, and everybody's like, bro, I can see the sport of wrestling. I can see the sport of wrestling, right? And it's like, because that switch flipped when I left, and it was like, no, my family deserves respect. My family deserves everything, right? And so
100.
when I won the back-to-back titles, that was them. That was me, like, yeah, clap for them, not for me. Like, they deserve it, right? So it was I grew up right in those years. So it was great.
Roy, we'll get you out here on this. I know you got to get back to the meeting. Listen, man, it's been some tough times for the Cardinals. You were part of one of them. I mean, just what would it mean to get that franchise back and to silence the noise and get that building rocking once again?
Yeah, I think, being able to when I left the Cardinals for a year and I went to the Lions, I learned so much this past year. So much about this past year, and from a great group of guys and a great roster and a great coach, and the way they attack every day, and that mindset. And it's something that, I will hold dear to my heart as a player, as a future coach. And you got it here, man. I'm telling you, we just got it. You got to connect the dots, but the dots are here. You got one of the best, if not the best, tight end in the whole NFL.
Period.
You got one of the best, if not the best, safety in the NFL.
Right behind you.
Yeah, and you got some of the best wide receiver cores in the NFL. You got an all-pro defensive end, right? It's there. It's there. You just we all gotta get locked, and it's exciting, bro. Because now you're at the beginning of the year, everybody's 0-0, and it's on, right? It's all about coming together and building it. That's another thing that at my camp on Saturdays. It's something that the foundation wants to express, man. That it doesn't matter how good you are if you're not locked in together as a village, as a team. Like things will be offline, communication will get
Sure.
lost. It's your foundation, like the unity of it being so strong is everything. It's everybody on the same page, right? Like, so I think that's what we need, and I think that's what I've learned, and now it's all in my life.
There we go. Captain on the
I love it.
defense. I'll call you captain. Roy Lopez there. Listen, Roy, fifth annual Roy Lopez camp. There you go, Chili.
There
9
we
a.m. to
go.
noon. Over there at Marcus. Listen, this was the pre-Cardinals poster, so that's why there's all that
Yeah,
blue.
yeah.
All right, that was the pre-Cardinals poster. March 28th. Roy, we will be there. Chili, I don't know where the jet is. I gotta find the jet. I'll work on.
Let's make sure it
Let me
comes to get
let
me.
me let me listen, man. You didn't tell me you were in Hong
Look,
Kong.
I'm gonna be there.
I thought you were in Hong Kong, Texas. So I don't. We'll figure that out. Roy, thanks for the time, man. Thanks
I
for hopping on
appreciate you.
tonight. We wanted to make sure people knew about it, whether they bring their kid or not, or just come support. It's an important day in the Valley. You've made it that way, and we can't wait to support you, buddy. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys.
There we go. Roy Lopez,
But
Cardinals defensive end, joining us here on the show. That was cool, Chili. That was cool.
no, he's Arizona's own, man.
Yeah.
We got a couple of them out there in the league, but few of them are giving back to the capacity that he is. No shade on anybody else. Listen, I know everybody's
Yeah,
schedule
yeah,
gets busy
yeah.
and all got things that they
And
got
I don't know
going on,
why
but
people charge for camps, and sometimes they work with people. People got to make money. You know what I mean? They work with people
I'm
that
not
put it
mad at
on
that.
and things like that. But it's cool to see.
I'm
It's
not
cool to
mad at
see.
that. And just seeing him grow and mature and evolve the way that he has, I just think it's been amazing. And
Yeah.
he's used this platform the right way, the way that we hope that all these kids grow up, get into the league, and use their platform to facilitate growth within the community. So shout out to him and the amazing job that Coach Lopez did in raising him.
Amen.
Great family over there. So got a lot of love for them. Got a lot
Yeah.
of love.
So we'll be out there. It'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait to be out there. It's one of those good community days and an important day to support. And now that he's here with the Cardinals, it's great. Roy mentioned his family. 2 years ago when he was with the Cardinals, it was cool to see him wear some of his old uncles, brothers' jerseys from different high schools here. And so how Chile people collect
Wait,
jerseys.
what? I
Yeah.
wasn't there for that one.
Yeah, so you know how Chile people collect jerseys of other players. He said it. He's swapping with players from here in the Valley.
Yeah,
He's got high school jerseys, replicas of family members. So like
that's
from
so
his
legit.
family member at Superior. I remember it was his uncle, grandpa, somebody. He wore his jersey one time and made sure to have him sign it, put up on the wall. His uncle's jerseys. I mean, he's doing it with all his family members. I don't know where he's at in it. We'll have to dig into that as the season goes on. But he said he wants to have a wall of all local jerseys from his family to
That's
have
so
at his
cool.
house. So like
That'd be
everybody's
so
got the
cool.
jersey swap in the NFL. Now he wants his grandpa who played here locally, his uncle, but your other uncle, you know what I mean? His friend.
That's legit.
He wants those jerseys. And I think
That's so legit. Like,
yeah.
because his Arizona roots are so deep, so entrenched here. It'll be really, really amazing to see him be uber successful with the Cardinals just because I mean I didn't ask them, but I bet genuinely if I would have, did you grow up dreaming of playing for the Cardinals and taking them to the top? I'm sure it's a no-brainer,
Sure.
right? Like that's what he grew up, dreaming of doing is because he's a hometown kid. He always has been. He's always prioritized giving back in this community. So shout out to him. A lot of love to what he's got going on. There's a lot going on in the state, though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
and just so you
basketball-wise.
know, we need to wrap it up in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
We need to wrap it up in like so. Let's hit on Randy Bennett. Last week we talked to Hope Rubino, Devil's Digest. He hinted
Are
that
you
Randy
surprised?
Bennett. I am,
You are.
but I've now
I knew you would be.
digested it a little bit. I am surprised because I thought in today's day and age you need the next young hip coach. Here's where I'm justifying, and yeah, Randy Bennett doesn't need me to justify the hire. His credentials, he's the best candidate for the job. You know what I mean? As far as credentials are concerned, you wonder about the hip up and coming part of it, kind of the attitude and the youthfulness that Kenny Dillingham brought. But the question, Chili, that nobody could answer me about some of these other names, younger names that I heard, was their basketball X's and O's part of it. You know what I mean? I heard that some could have some NIL backing and some could have these relationships and this and that. But there was not a Kenny Dillingham. There was not a young guy that was like, he's the next bright mind in college basketball. Go hire him.
That's
With
fair.
Kenny, it was like, no, he's the next young bright mind in college football. Plus, he's local. Plus, he had all these things, but he's the next. I'm just saying a name, Nick Saban. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the next
He's
guy.
a great coach.
He's the next guy
coach.
who you're going to be like, that guy can coach. You
Like
didn't
he can
hear
get you
that
on the whiteboard.
You didn't hear that about any of the younger candidates. So now we land on Randy Bennett. 12 NCAA appearances, 25 years in one school, won 75% of his games, have had a lot of success the past 5 years, 5 straight NCAA tournaments. They've been better than Gonzaga. Like, let's be real, the past couple of years. If he can do that at St. Mary's, it'll be real interesting to see what he can do at a stop like ASU. He was their number one choice. I heard that multiple times today from multiple different people. That's who they wanted, and that's who they got. They interviewed a handful of people. They did have a top 3, but Randy Bennett was their guy. So that's and I'm okay with it. And if he says he wants to coach another decade, he turns 64 this summer. But then you look at the NCAA tournament, there's a handful of coaches,
a lot of
north of
70-year-old coaches
who are still doing it and recruiting at a high.
Look at Patino.
So if he's down to show all that excitement, which he is, if he's down to match the energy of this young game, which it sounds like he is, you get his credentials. Like, this is a national hire, Chili. Like, I don't want to undersell that. This is a national hire with some national oomph behind it. Everybody knows who Randy Bennett is. And that's who's coming to coach at ASU. Everybody knew who Bobby Hurley was. He was just up and coming. So once again, the Sun Devils got them a name in college basketball. Now let's see what they do with it.
Rossini's done an amazing job, and part of that amazing job is the next person that we're going to talk about briefly, Molly Miller. She did make it to the game, just like I said she would. They played extremely hard, just like I said they would. Unfortunately, it just didn't go their way that night, and they ended up getting eliminated. But I'm still big on Molly Miller, and I think what she's done is amazing. So I don't want people to be like, oh man, she flamed out in the tournament. Like, she's not who we thought that they were early in the season.
No, they're exactly who we thought they were.
Fine.
It was going to be tough regardless. You had to rebuild your roster.
They're better. They're better with Molly.
They're better with Molly. And I love what she said afterwards. She said, because of these seniors, this team will win games in a tournament moving forward. They will hang.
Her jacket was legit.
It was. She's always styling, man. She's always styling. Sure. Did you like the hire of Randy Bennett? Yes, I heard some hesitation.
I'm on the fence. I got to be honest. I'm on the fence. I wanted somebody a little bit younger. I want somebody that's a little bit better versed and prepared to handle the NIL and the portal. What I believe to be more efficiently.
You and me heard others were better prepared to handle NIL.
Yes.
I believe we heard the same thing. But I don't know about Randy. I don't know his plan. I haven't asked either. You know what I mean? So he could be as prepared, but I don't know that answer. I don't know that.
I'm maybe yes, but I am just worried that he's going to be a little bit stubborn about it. We'll see. We'll see, right? So I'm going to give him a chance.
Hey, you know what you could do, Chili? You know what? You go start scouting for him. He's a big international recruiter. Go find Yao Ming's cousin.
Hey, I was out here, and they was out there hooping on the courts in Hong Kong. And they had some dudes getting buckets. They had some dudes getting buckets. Man, I was like, dang, dude.
You got any Sun Devil swag on you?
I don't, but I mean, shoot. Hey, FedEx delivers overnight. I'm here for another 2 days. So,
listen, man, you need to go and start handing them out. You see a basketball player, ASU. Start handing stuff out.
Oh, man. All right. I'm with it. Hey, Cam, I appreciate you. Let me hang out and stuff and live from Hong Kong.
What do you mean hang out? What do you mean we hang out all week, every week?
I know, but we live from Hong Kong, so
Hey,
so must go on.
What is over there? What is that? What's behind you?
This is just like the hotels and stuff like that, and some living places, and just this little mountain that blocks
Dude,
the sunrise from
hotel is
completely getting
built.
me.
You're like in a that hotel is on the hill.
Yeah. Your boy Chili. I'm out here. Shout out to the
Hey.
JW Marriott. They've been taking care of their boy.
Yeah.
And
what he's not showing you folks is he's in a suite. He got a staircase. He got his own balcony upstairs. He's probably got his own chef somewhere.
Oh man. Hey,
Chili's
one thing I do want to mention is I did meet this guy, Richard Sawitz. He makes these cool little fidget
look at
toys.
that. Yeah.
It's called a Tangle, and he said he's gonna donate a couple of them, probably a box to Flight Club, and let me give them out to some of the programs to give to their special needs programs. So
There we go.
maybe the Final Four at Flight Club, I'll give like 10 each or something like that.
Yeah, that's
of
cool.
these little things. If he as long as he comes through, now he's on blast. So
Now he's
there's that.
we put it out. All right, that'll do it for us. Thank you for watching another edition of Drop It Dives. Chili out the door.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Hey, I will see you. Make sure y'all check in. Chili's 2-piece. Watch the
From Hong Kong?
replay. And
You
then,
still doing the 2-piece from Hong Kong?
Yeah. Don't miss a beat. Don't miss a week. And I will be back. Cam sending the jet to come get me, and I will be back in Tempe for Roy Lopez's event to make sure that we get back to the community the way it always takes care of us. So
there we go. Thanks,
all
guys.
right.
I holla.
All the lights stay on me. I treat the game like Wall Street. If not an M times 10 with the benefits, don't time is now. Now, whenever I can't look back, it's my